Hello, welcome back everybody. This is teacher Vicente Manjarres from UIB, Ecuador, with a new class. And first of all, I would like you to remember that we have been talking about how to identify an author's purpose. The key to identify the purpose of an author when they write is PI. Not only the delicious dessert, but also the acronym. Remember the acronym PI? Let me remind. PI stands for persuade, inform, or entertain. Those are the three main purposes a writer has when they write a piece of text. First, to persuade, meaning to convince. They want to believe something. They want to try something new, believe in a new idea or philosophy, etc. Number two, inform. Inform is just give you the facts, tell you what happened, but without being biased, remaining impartial. And finally, to entertain, meaning they want to just help you pass the time through maybe a narration or a story or telling you facts, but in an entertaining way. So any text will be classified under those three purposes: persuade, inform, or entertain. Okay? So to practice this a little bit, I have something for you. Through the chat, I passed you a link. That link will lead you to a Padlet. We have used Padlet in the past, right? Padlet is this web page that allows us to share information. And as we have done in the past, I give you a task at the top, and then you need to develop the task. So this one says, intention. Read the first paragraph of the article, and I give you a link to an article. In your opinion, what is the author's purpose and why? Remember to use PI. Remember to read the first line and then analyze. Is it the purpose to persuade? Is it to inform or to entertain? So first of all, let's open the link I provided to a news article, which we will use today. It's from BBC News, so you know it's a good source of information. And the name of the article is ChatGPT accessible again in Italy. So as you might imagine, just with that title, you start to gather ideas. We're going to talk about science, maybe computing, artificial intelligence. All of those are possible, right? So step one, let's read the first lines of the article and then decide if it's the purpose of the author is to persuade, to entertain, or to inform. So this is ChatGPT OpenAI accessible again in Italy, and it's written by Fiona McCallum. She is a technology reporter. Well, we assume it's a maybe it's a bit. So access to the ChatGPT chatbot has been restored in Italy. It was banned by the Italian Data Protection Authority at the start of April over privacy concerns. Just with that, just with those first few lines of the article, I think it's enough. You can start thinking, what is the purpose of the author when they wrote this? Use the Padlet to let me know your ideas. Take a couple seconds. Well, take maybe a minute to think about it and then put it in the chat, okay? Okay, time's up. Now, let me check your work. I hope you come up with very good ideas. Well, I don't hope. I am pretty sure you were able to come up with pretty good ideas about the article by just reading the first few lines, trying to identify the purpose of the text. So let's share the screen one more time. Okay. So we have information or opinions from Ivan, Jenny, and Tatiana. And apparently you all have different opinions, which is okay. Everyone can have their own opinion. So let's read first Ivan's opinion. Ivan says the text was written to entertain because the writer wants to help readers pass the time. So maybe Ivan identifies certain words that might be informal, that might be related to narration, something that gives him the clue of entertainment. Let's check Jenny. This is Jenny's opinion. She says to inform because the article sounds formal and factual. Okay, so Jenny has a very good idea on how to identify the purpose of an article. She says it sounds formal, which of course it does. The kind of language is formal. And remember the web page was bbc.com, which is a very good source of information, right? It's a renowned broadcasting company. So I think she is pretty right. Jenny is pretty right when she says sounds formal and factual. And finally, we have Tatiana, who says to persuade, because the writer wants you to read her article. So maybe a good writer will try to grab your attention using certain techniques writers are able of. So maybe the article tries to persuade. Maybe that is the author's purpose. Yeah, I think everyone has very good ideas. We still don't know what the truth is. We have to read the rest of the text to identify the actual purpose. But I think we are pretty well we are using the right techniques and the right kind of thinking to come up with our answer. Good job. So we are going to continue with more activities related to this class. But for now, let's take a small break, okay? Let's continue in a few minutes.